What is up everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get more games of the secret console running on your Retroid Pocket 5, but they also work on any other Android device. So as long as you're able to install the emulator and get some of these games, they should work on there as well. So let's get started. Now before we begin, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to my channel, it really helps me grow so I can keep bringing content for you guys like this. And with this said, let's jump right into the games for this list. The first game on this list is a game called Techno Banter. Techno Banter is a role-playing game where you stay basically in the shoes of Neil. Your main task is basically to manage the queue outside of the Green Door Club, and you need to assess the guests, deciding who is worthy of entering and who should be turned away. This involves observing their appearance, attitude, and reasons for wanting to enter. Also, when rejecting someone, you can't just say no, you have to use sharp insults and witty comebacks. Also, you get to explore the city between your shift as a bouncer, which is filled with different characters, and you can also discover side quests and interact with bizarre inhabitants. Right here is the very beginning of the game, so I still haven't played a lot of it, but so far runs pretty good on here. Also, it seems that the main menu, the FPS is kinda low, but once I'm in game, it seems to be getting better FPS. But again, this is the very beginning of the game, so I'm technically just in this room, so I haven't really gotten outside of this room. So just keep that in mind, but the game seems to be running well for the most part so far. The next game on the list is this game called Needy Streamer Overdose. This game is a multi-ending visual novel where you basically play as P-chan, which is the manager and partner of a young woman named Ame-chan who is trying to become a popular virtual streamer. In the game you get to choose different answers, so she's gonna basically be texting you and then you're gonna basically choose whatever you want to reply to her. You basically live with Ame-chan and your role is to basically guide her on daily activities to increase the popularity as a streamer. That involves choosing what she streams and how she spends her free time. So for example, here you can play like a game with her, or you can watch shows, and you also have to manage her mental well-being. And as you can see, like here you have like everything just happens on the computer. She's messaging you right here, and here you have like a Twitter timeline where this is like her streamer persona, this is like her actual account. The game is supposed to look like a Windows 95 interface, and like I mentioned, you interact with her through the different desktop icons. And then the only way you can stream is basically at night, and you gotta choose like a different idea here for the stream. So once you select the stream, she basically just gets ready like a magical girl type of thing, and then the stream starts. And once the stream starts, you basically have to manage some comments that she's going to reply at the end of the stream, and you basically have 30 days to reach 1 million followers, and the game has many different endings. The next game on the list is this game called Death or School. This is a 2.5D action game where you play in a post-apocalyptic Tokyo where zombies have overrun the surface world, and basically humans live in underground shelters. You play as Hisako, a girl who basically grew up underground and only knows about the surface world and schools through her grandmother's stories. She dreams of going to school and experiencing youth, and one day she takes an underground train to the surface ready to fight the zombies and reach her dream. The gameplay involves hack and slash combat, platforming, and RPG elements. You'll get to explore different locations in Tokyo like Shinjuku, Asakusa, Akihabara, and you also get to battle different zombies, enemies, and challenging bosses. And as you progress, you can collect items, customize weapons. The game also features a system where Hisako's appearance changes as she takes damage. The next game on the list is a game called Hookah Haze. In this game, you step into the shoes of Toru Sumiki, a terminally ill protagonist whose final wish is to manage a hookah lounge named Hookah Haze. This story is basically set in Akihabara for 2 weeks, and during this time, Toru gets to interact with different customers. This kind of gives me a similar vibe as Coffee Talk or Valhalla, where you basically talk to customers and whatnot. You get to serve the hookah thing and whatever. It has like a really similar feel where it's kind of like a chill game where you get to relax, has like a really relaxed soundtrack. So also at the beginning of each day, you choose a hookah flavor to feature as the daily special on social media, and this choice influences which characters will visit the lounge for that day. After a while, you need to replace the hookah coals to maintain the temperature and ensure a smooth smoking experience for your customers. The number of coals you use affects the hookah's heat. As you interact with other customers, you also encounter dialogue options that influence your relationships with them and lead to different story outcomes. The game also features 3 different heroines, and each heroine has multiple endings based on your choices. And like I mentioned, the game has definitely been compared to other bartender simulators like Valhalla and Coffee Talk due to its focus on character interactions with specific settings. Also, the art style has been praised by critics, and it's really cool to see more pixel art games like this. Like I mentioned, it's really cool for a cozy day at home, a rainy day, or a snowy day, or when you just want to chill on the couch and not play anything too chaotic. The next game on the list is a horror game called Livestream: Escape from Hotel Izanami. Livestream is the first game of the series where it centers around 3 online streamers, Mio Ikoma, Nana Sakurai, and Asusa Shiraishi, who visit an abandoned Hotel Izanami to film a live stream for Nana's channel. The streamers intend to create a mildly spooky video at the infamous haunted hotel. However, during filming, Mio gets separated and is suddenly attacked by a mascot costume that has come to life. And basically the story revolves around their attempts to survive and escape the hotel while uncovering the mystery behind the strange occurrences. Also, you as a player, your actions significantly impact the girl's fates, leading to multiple endings. The game is a side-scroller action-adventure survival horror game. The game has a 2D perspective, and the story revolves basically around saving these girls and escaping from the hotel. The last game on this list is a game called Moonscars. Moonscars is a dark fantasy 2D action platforming game that has a lot of Souls-like elements. In this game, you step into the role of Grey Irma, a fierce warrior crafted from clay and bone. Her quest is driven in a solitary purpose, which is find the sculpture and unravel the enigma of her existence. The game takes place in a grim and dark world. The game's narrative is basically hidden within the world and really encourages players to piece together all the information and the lore through environmental storytelling. The game is set in a 2D non-linear realm where it's basically filled with desperation and despair, and it basically hints of a fallen kingdom. True to its Souls-like inspiration, there is a recurring element in Moonscars. Upon dying, you resurrect at the last visited mirror. However, each death increases the power of enemies, adding to the challenge. That is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.